Mr. Blue Roads, I'm trying to get an estimate from AMCO on some brake repair. And there's this Iranian guy that runs it.
How may I help you?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get an estimate on some brake repair on the van.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the 96.
It's a 96.
Is it 95 or 95?
Oh, I got a different one. It's a 96, and I was wondering if maybe I could count on y'all to fix some brakes on it for me.
All right. Let me get to my right screen real quick.
All right.
Like me. Is it making a noise, or what's going on with it?
Well, what's happening is the right front caliper's sticking occasionally and causing smoke, and I'm having to wait on the pressure to release and then drive away.
Yeah.
But I want to just probably go ahead and fix the front brakes. I can pretty much tell you what I think I need if you can give me a price on it.
All right. Let me get to the right screen real quick.
All right. It might just be a hose, you know, but...
It's a 96 Town and Country?
It just says Dodge, 2500.
Oh, okay. Is it a van or a Ram?
No, it's a van.
It is a van, okay. Four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive?
Two-wheel. I'm going to go look at it here and see if it's got any other markings on it.
And it should be a 5.2 in there.
Well, it could be. Somebody told me 5.9. I mean, I don't know. It's just a Zephyr van. I guess that's who makes the conversion or whatever. Let me check. It's Ram 2500.
All right. And that's a 96.
96.
Yeah. My only option for the engine is a 5.2.
Okay.
Are you looking for the least expensive way to get it repaired, like the brake pads? Are you looking for the least expensive? Are you looking kind of middle of the road? Or?
Well, no, it could just be a hose or something, but I can't take a chance like that. I have to travel and haul people. So my thinking is replace the two front calipers and turn the rotors.
Yeah. That would be the typical would be replacing the two calipers, the pads, and either resurfacing or replacing the rotors, depending on what they look like, and how hot they got. Sometimes when they get too hot, they'll leave spots on it called hot spots, and they'll actually leave little hairline cracks in it. But we won't know until we see it. But
that could be the situation with one of them.
Yeah.
May have to replace one, hopefully not. But I also want to replace those two hoses. And I'm not sure about the fluid, whether the fluid might need to be changed right there.
Yeah, if you do the calipers, you're almost have to replace the fluid, just because you're going to lose all the fluid that's in the calipers. You got to open up the system, and a lot of times it leaks out.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid it might have sediment in it too. The truck's set up a while.
All
So that's basically what I need: calipers, hoses, pads. I probably don't even need pads, but you might as well put them in while you're in there. And
yeah, if they started smoking, more likely it glazed them.
yeah, okay.
So it would be best to go ahead and replace those. Would be the best way to do it.
So I'm trying to get the best price on that. You know, I'm checking around. I'm just trying to get the best price. And
yeah, now there's two. Without having a vehicle, there are two different calipers. There's a metal piston caliper and a phenolic piston caliper, and one is twice the price versus the other. So without seeing it, you know, on that we have to see it. The only way to tell which piston of the caliper it has is by seeing it.
right.
So if you want, I can price the least expensive one of the two, or the higher one, or both. Yeah.
So I'm guessing the metal one's the high one.
Yeah, the metal one is the more expensive one than on the two.
Well, I guess we could try the cheaper one. I'm guessing it may have the cheaper one on it. I've heard those metal ones are starting to be faded out, kind of, or something.
Yeah. Looks like, I don't know why they only have the one.
Yeah, I had checked with O'Reilly's about doing it myself, and I had found that out about those calipers. And the hoses are different too. You got two different kinds of hoses.
Yeah. Good.
I haven't took them off or anything, so I don't know. I'm trying to find the best price, closest, where I can just drive it over there. Because sometimes it don't stick. I can drive it a month and it don't stick, and it sticks. And I have to sit and wait on it and go on. I would think the cheaper calipers probably.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time finding availability on some of this. I'm trying to get you a ballpark.
Okay.
We inspect it and find out which is which and what's what. You know what I mean?
I know O'Reilly has one, but they only have one caliper, and they've got the hoses.
Yeah, the vendor, I don't, you know, sometimes I can get things from O'Reilly's, and sometimes I get them from another company. So it looks like everybody just has one side. I'm just showing the left side.
And
it's the right side.
And I need the right side, yeah.
But I can use these numbers to get you pricing. And then the hose, there's a, that's right front, left front. Yeah, there's a 4-wheel ABS and a 2-wheel ABS, and it looks like it varies on the hoses a little bit too.
Yeah, it does.
All right, if we're doing both calipers, the pads, resurfacing the rotors, and both hoses on there, kind of like I said, it's kind of tentative until we make sure that these, I estimated everything correctly. But you're looking at right at $524 plus tax.
Okay. $524 plus tax.
Yes, sir. Out the door would be $544.85.
$544.85.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When do you think you could do it?
We can. It'd be tough to get you done today, but we can get you taken care of tomorrow. I would just have to. We got to get it here and inspect it, and then make sure that these parts are available. Some of these parts don't look like they're too available, so I got to have the vehicle here to make sure, make sure we have the right parts, and then we have to make sure we can get them in a timely manner. So, we won't charge you to check it, so if you want to bring it in, we'll look at it and let you know what we see.
Okay, well that sounds like a fair price to do all that, and that's replacing the fluid too.
Yeah, that includes replacing the fluid. So that's everything except for the rotors. And ballparking, if we need to do the rotors, they're roughly going to run about $50 a piece, $50 to $60 a piece, depending on which one it is.
And that's to turn them or replace them?
So we replace them. The price I just gave you includes machining them.
Okay.
But if we need to replace them, it'll be about another $120 if we got to replace the rotors.
Okay. Well, I can let you know definitely by morning. I guess you're open around 8 or 9 or so.
Are you there?
Hello? Hello?
Scott?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
So I can definitely let you know by morning, or are you open about 8 or 9 o'clock or something like that?
Yeah, we're here at 8. If you want to just bring it in, and we'll check it real quick. It'll take about 30 minutes to check it. We'll get everything that we need to make sure we can get the parts, and we'll call and see what the availability on the parts is going to be.
Okay. Well,
the biggest hold up, if the parts are available, it only takes about 2 hours or so to get you done.
right.
But it looks like some of these things aren't they're available but harder to get, so it might take a day or so to get the parts.
Okay, and then what we do, just leave the truck there?
Yeah. If you want, just bring it here. Just drop it off with us. Like I said, the first thing we want to do is inspect it in the morning. After we get it checked out, and check the rotors and see which parts that we need. We'll be able to let you know how long it'll take to get the parts.
Okay.
Sometimes if we can order them earlier enough, we can get them the same day. It's just dependent on the availability of them.
Right. Okay, well, I will check with you in the morning and confirm all this.
Okay.
About around 8 or so, or after, a little bit after probably.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Just call. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Bye. I like a reasonable price. God, there went the phone. Nobody else has told me anything. I don't trust leaving my truck down there because I've had problems with them. And that's my problem. That's my only holdback. If I could go down there and just fix the damn thing, I'm not against paying that outrageous price to get it done and get down the road. Because the guy I bought the truck from is willing to pay for one caliper and the turning of the rotors. Now that's a nice guy right there. You don't have to do anything, but he's willing to do that. That's the reason I'm willing to buy the other caliper. There's nothing going wrong with the other caliper. But I just feel like I'm better off to just redo the whole thing and move on. 10-4. But nobody else has called me back. Donnie's Automotive has not called me back. And Donnie's won't let you call him with a block number. That shows what a crook he is. I already know Donnie's a crook. He's already burned my whole family. And Jerry went down there and threatened him. So I can't really do any work with Donnie. And that's the problem. He lives right down he works right down the street. I could walk home from there. But he's already burned us so many times, and Daddy's threatened him. So I know they would put the screws to me as well. Anytime you usually go into an auto repair shop and they have the 10 Commandments hanging over their head and all that preaching, that's not a good sign, I've found. There's no need to drag that into your work, automotive work, to try to lure people in. Because they have burned us every single time. And my father left his Jeep down there and they stole the headlight lenses, swapped them out while it was there. They did it. Okay, I've heard good things about Vic Williams, but I'm sure he's going to be expensive in Dallas. And I've never had no work done with him. I just bought some tubes from him one time, so it seemed like I remember him being a straightforward guy. But he hasn't called back at all with the estimate. It's been a while. Now, Mr. Tire, he's right down the street. He's kind of a low-level guy down there who does everything cheaper, but they don't turn rotors down there. And I'm wanting a good job. I'm wanting my rotors and my fluids changed and everything. I'm wanting a damn nice front brake job here. I'm not wanting some just slap-happy repairs. And Amco and Hiram has told me $524, $540, $485 out the door with tax. And if he needs to replace my rotors, it'll be another $100. And you know he will. He'll say it. Now, I've had trouble with them, too. The issue is them. I took my other van down there by the transmission, and they jacked me all over the place. And I got him on the phone and called him on it and told him I was going to give him a bad review. And he started backpedaling like hell, said, please don't give him a bad review. So that's what I'm going by here. He knows who I am, and he knows I didn't give him a bad review on Google. And he knows I will if he screws me. And he's close by. But there's some Iranian or Iraqi guy that owns that place, and that's a big problem for me. Because every time he wants the service manager to tell you something, he writes it on a piece of paper and holds it in front of his face. Then the service manager speaks. I'm not crazy about that. I could do all this myself if I had the time and the place. I just don't want to do it. I mean, I know I can do it, but I don't want to do it. You know where I live out here in the heat and mosquitoes and the dirt and the gravel. I know it'd make some great video, though, and y'all would love to see me suffer and cuss and lay on huge hunks of gravel. And if I had time, I'd go ahead and entertain you with that. But I just don't have time. This van has to stay on the road. So that's where I'm at right now. Keep a good thought. Don't get caught getting screwed. 10-4.